Good morning and welcome back to Your Financial Independence, where we're always trying to grow your financial independence. So today, Hyliion just released their 10Q. So we're just basically, this video is going to be nice and short. I know you are busy people. We're basically just going to run through the 10Q and just all basically their finances, what I think about it, all that good stuff. We're just going to do a nice overview of what they just released actually today. Before we get into that, if you want to see daily stock market news every single day that the market's open, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and then hit the bell notification. That way you get a notification when I upload to YouTube. Without further ado, let's get into this. So for growth stocks, you want to make sure they have a lot of cash on hand to pay off debt. It's really hard for a company to go to zero if they have very little or no debt. So for cash and cash equivalents, we have $334 million, and then short-term investments, $145 million, and that rounds out to about $483 million of total current assets. So for current liabilities, we have accounts payable of about $2 million, accrued expenses and other current liabilities coming in at about $5 million. So in all, total current liabilities is at $7.8 million, which is very good. So they have $335 million in cash or cash equivalents. So that's easily accessible by the company. They can pull from this whenever they need to pay off debt. So $335 million in cash, and total liabilities, every single debt that they have is about $7.8 million. So plenty of cash on the balance sheet, plenty of money to, if they wanted to build warehouses to ramp up production, they have plenty of cash right now to do so. So now we're going to transition into some of the operating expenses, R&D, or also known as research and development. So for 2020 was $2.6 million, and now 2021 for this quarter, we're looking at $9.3 million. And if you look back, I don't know, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, I stated that you're going to see R&D go up a lot, especially as they're trying to get their product better before they start launching demos. You want your product to be as pristine as possible whenever you have these large trucking companies looking at purchasing this asset. That way you can show them like, hey, we're going to make your fleet more profitable. You're going to have less breakdowns on the side of the road. You're going to get tax incentives because you're helping the environment by not creating all these emissions. So with all these losses, we're coming in at about $16 million of a loss for this quarter right here, which isn't too terribly bad, especially when you're looking at all the R&D that they're doing and all the people that they're having to hire. They haven't sold any trucks yet. They're going to release their actual revenue. They're going to start having revenue in Q2. Thomas Healy has already said that. So with that, we're looking at a net loss per share, basic and diluted, of about 10 cents per share of a loss. The amount of growth that is in front of this company, if you're investing in this for the short term, they're not going to be profitable this year. They're going to start getting revenue, a whole heck of a lot of revenue, especially as we move towards the end of the year, like Q4 or so. But if you're just investing in this on a short-term period, thinking that they're somehow going to be profitable, the stock price is going to shoot up, I'll tell you, this is one of those stocks you do not want to be in to try to play that game. This is definitely, in my horizon, this is a 2023 to 2025 play. Somewhere in between there, that's when they're going to, in my opinion, really start ramping up profits. They're actually going to be profitable at that point. Probably leaning more so towards 2025 because they're going to be trying to get market share as soon as they're releasing all these demos, and then still getting with all these trucking companies. They still have major trucking companies that they haven't partnered with, like Swift or some of the other big trucking companies here in the United States. And that's before they even move over to overseas. So with that was basically a full breakdown of the 10Q. You can go into Hyliion's investor relations and pull this up. And you feel free to rewind the video if you wanted to go back on something. Or if there's something important that you thought was important, comment down below. I don't mind criticism. It makes me better as a YouTuber, and it helps me create better content for my viewers. So tomorrow, we're going to be doing another video on Hyliion, and then I swear I'll give it a break for a little bit unless they release some really good news. So tomorrow we're going to be going over a price prediction of what I see this stock doing by, I say, year like 2024, 2025. We're going to be going over a whole bear case and a very bullish case of what I think this stock price is going to do. So if that interests you, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and I hope this gave a good overview of the 10Q. And with this, I hope you all are having a good Monday. See me back on the next video.